Okay, this is the week for me to ask you, what do you know? This Shabbos is a special Shabbos in the Jewish calendar. It is referred to as Parshah, in which we read what has to be considered the strangest of all of the laws in the Torah, the law of the Parah Aduma, the red heifer. This law tells us that if somebody became contaminated by way of coming in contact with a dead person, they had to go to a Kohen, to the priest, and the priest had a ritual by which to make this person pure again. The ritual involved taking a red heifer and burning it and mixing its ashes with a hyssop and cedar wood and then sprinkling it on this person. As if that's not strange enough, what makes the law even stranger is the fact that we are told that by way of this ritual, the person became pure, but the Kohen who performed it became impure. So what do you know? Explain to me what this law means. Nobody knows. We are told that King Solomon, the wisest of our people, wrote in the book of Proverbs, "I said it would be wise, but it is far from me." And when he said that, he was referring to the law of the red heifer. This law of the red heifer comes to us at this time of the year because everyone had to be pure in order to bring the Pesach sacrifice. And so the announcement of Parshat Parah is to tell us that Pesach is coming around the corner and we better get ready. To get ready, I think it would be interesting to understand this law of the red heifer. Our sages tell us that it is not that this is a law for which there is no reason. It's just one of those laws that we don't understand the reason. So why did God give us such laws? Well, on a basic level, you can say it's a test of faith. God is asking us to do something we don't understand because He told us to do it. And if we have faith in God, we listen to whatever He has to say. And yes, there is an aspect of that. But I think there's another lesson here. I think God gave us this law of the red heifer and several other laws in the Torah that we refer to as being chukim, laws which we do not understand, to teach us an important lesson. Nobody knows it all. Not King Solomon and not you and me. I listened to the debates about the Mueller report. One side says, now everything is clear, the president is off the hook. Another side says, no, now everything is muddied, the president is still on the hook. And they say it with such intensity as if they know it for a fact. Or, who's our biggest enemy? Some say it comes from the left, others say it comes from the right. But they say it with such certainty that those who don't agree with them have to be considered a threat to humanity. What makes people so sure? When we were at AIPAC, our Beth Tefillah contingent was treated to a special session with Jonathan Schachter. Jonathan Schachter spent 4 years at the right hand of Prime Minister Netanyahu. He was his advisor on foreign affairs. He was there when things were happening. And he mentioned that now he has trouble reading commentaries on what's going on in Israel. He said because they don't know what they're talking about. They weren't there. What makes them so sure? What makes any of us so sure? You know, one of the worst things you can say about a person is he's a Mr. Know-it-all. They tell the story of a woman who was complaining to a friend about her husband, and she summed it up by saying, "I thought I married Mr. Right. I didn't know his first name was always." No, no one's always right, and no one knows it all. We have a tradition which tells us that there is a bracha, a blessing to recite, when we see a great Torah scholar. And the blessing thanks God, Shecholak mechachmaso lireav, that he gave a portion of his wisdom to those who fear him. God gave a portion. He didn't give it all. Because, you get it? No one knows it all. Shabbat Shalom.